Hello friends, this is Scott. We're down here at the homestead and I'm sitting in front of my asparagus patch, and it's April 25th and I'm in between the spring planting is in and I'm getting ready. I got a month probably to do the summer planting. So I've got a month to get things squared away and I'm jumping from project to project. Lots of cleanup, lots of bed preparation. I'm gonna build I got another surprise in the front. I'm gonna build a big bed. So I'll be talking more about that, but today I got a little issue. I've been pulling weeds and doing things, and there's certain things that just don't work well with gloves on, and I happen to be a wuss and cut up my hands, and so I got to take a couple days off before my my cleanup. I was working on the north side of the house, and I've got the flower beds weeded and everything, but and the raspberries weeded, and I'll do a video on that. But I need to get my apple trees and my other fruit trees weeded, and haven't got to that yet because again my hands are a little bit I got to be barehanded to do it, so I'm gonna let them heal up for a few days, which if I have an injury in one part of my body, that means I can do other things. So today I'm burning up brush. I'll show that in another video. I'm going to be collecting manures from the pasture to be putting them in various places, including a brand new bed that I'm putting in. That'll be a big bed, so I'm excited for that. I want to get into more of the like hard beans and a lot of winter squashes and those types of things. So I want to have more space, and I've got lots of corn I want to plant, and again willow. Yeah, willow's my buddy when I'm out here planting. But anyway, I want to talk about asparagus. I put a bed in last year, and I just went to the store and bought some crowns, and I kind of bought them too early, and I delayed getting them in the ground, so I didn't think they were going to do real well. Well, they did okay, and then I bought some more. And then I brought a couple of more mature crowns from my Salt Lake residence, but then I let the chickens out, and the chickens got in here, and yeah, they tore the crap out of this. I have been successful in having a very rich bed. I do have asparagus up, but I didn't know asparagus froze, and we've had a couple weird freezes, down to like 16, 17 degrees, and they've just, they've killed the tops off, and I'm going to show you here in a minute. You can see some of the brown tops just kind of flop down. I thought the deer were in here eating or tromping it down, and that could be part of the process too. But yeah, I think it's the cold. I think yeah, these early spears, once this is a mature bed, which will take 3 years to do, then I can just, it won't be a freezing, probably won't be a problem, because I'll be harvesting those early spears and then letting the later spears, when they get smaller, to go up and fern out and produce energy for next year's crop. So yeah, I like my bed and I like the preparation I have. It's pretty thick, but I had to get some reinforcements. And again, these are just this year's seedlings, so they're going to take another couple of years, but hopefully these live. But I've got a couple of 6-packs. I got 12 of those, 2 6-packs, and I'm going to put those in the ground where I have bare spots. And then I went to the store and I bought some T-posts, and I already have some fencing and some zip ties. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to fence this in. Now, asparagus is a crop that you want to just leave it alone, and you want the ferns to grow, and you want them to be able to collect the energy, which then will be pushed down to the roots. But I got to keep the animals out of here. And again, they flop over in the breeze. It's very windy down here, so I'm just going to T-post this in and fence it all in. It's not a huge section. It's probably, I don't know if it's 8 by 8, 9 by 9, something like that. And then I'll just have it all fenced in. And there'll be some weed issues. I'll have to pull it apart. But overall, I'm just going to leave this thing fenced in. And then when I screen new compost and things like that, because my nose is running, I will, yeah, I'll be just adding that to the mix, and just leave it alone and let this bed not be bothered by animals, the deer, the cats, and yeah, hopefully I'll have enough insulation in here that this asparagus bed will take off and do well. But it's a long-term process. It's not something that you're gonna harvest. It takes 3 years. So anyway, so yeah, I'm going to show you what I got going on, and then I'm going to show you the current state of affairs. I'll probably show you some back photographs, because I think it was coming in a lot better earlier in the year than it froze. So, but yeah, I'm excited for it. It's doing okay, and I'm going to get this bed cleaned up, a little bit weeded around the edges. Nothing fancy. I did just a quick border, and it's not even finished. But I'm not going to worry about borders right now. I've got other things to worry about. Once I get this big bed in, I think that'll be pretty much the end of my bed preparation for now, until I get my trample or my wall project done, which I'm still in the middle of that one. So stay tuned. I've got a weekend where I'm not going to go to Salt Lake, so I'm not going to bring any more wall block down, but I'll be still screening soils and be hauling the crappy dirt to fill in that hole I have in Salt Lake that I've been showing you. So anyway, so today's asparagus. We're going to beef up the bed. We're going to weed it, and we're going to protect it with fencing, and yeah, just leave it alone, and we'll see how this bed grows during the year. Thanks for watching. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers. I was cruising along and I got up to 970, and I've just been kind of sitting there for for a few days. So yeah, if you can help me get to that 1,000, that'd be great. I still have to get more hours of views, but I'm almost to 1,000, and I appreciate everybody's watching my channel. And I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but this is real, and I'm going to do it my way. And yeah, so thank you very much. And let's get going on this asparagus. So there's a look at the end of March. And as you can see, something's been tromping through here, probably the deer. And the cats have been digging in here. And yeah, the chickens have been locked up, so I haven't had those critters out. But you see here, there's quite a few of the skinny little spears coming up. But yeah, something has been tromping through here. And I did take a taste of that one because it was already busted off. But yeah, you don't pick those when they're in that phase. When they get mature, they'll be big and thick. And then when they start producing skinny ferns like this is when you stop picking. And then you let those go to fern out, and then that produces the energy for next year's crop. So, yeah, it's hard to see here, but there's some asparagus there. But again, there's lots of holes and there's weeds, and yeah, I want to make sure that this bed has the best chance of success and survival. But you see there's some of the frost damage there. You see that brown folded over piece there. So, yeah, I didn't think asparagus would freeze, but it does. So, yeah, I've got to. In the future again, when I have mature spears, those will be harvested, so I shouldn't have an issue with them freezing out. But yeah, I've got some weeds though, as you see here, that I want to make a little bit of an edge around there that make it look a little bit better before I put any fencing in. Because one thing I hate doing is weed eating, and so I don't do any weed eating. I just dig everything out around fences. So, but I do have some extra fencing that I thought I'd use for this purpose. I need more fencing for other projects in the future, so I'll have to go buy some more. But, you use what you got. And so this is, again, the border is just bricks I have laying around. And I'm not going to spend any money here other than just a few of the transplants that I did get. So, and some T-posts. I needed those. So you see those on the ground. But, yeah, this is a very simple process. It's just this soil is very rich. And I've spent a couple of years getting manures in here and mulching it in heavily with leaves. So, yeah, this should be a very rich bed and very moist. So, again, I'm just putting these, I have 12 individual little packs there. So, I'll just put those where there's a bare spot, and this bed will thicken in over the years. So, I hope, fingers crossed. But by having this all fenced in, I'm going to feel a lot better about things. And, again, weeds will always be an issue. I'll have to open it up and do a little bit of weeding. And then when the ferns do die off in late fall or early winter, I'll come in and prune those out and burn those, because if they have any asparagus beetles, you want to get them out of your bed. So, yeah, these little transplants are all I could find. When I hit the store, I couldn't find any of the mature crowns. So, yeah, I just bought the plants. So I had to go to a couple different stores to find them. But they'll do okay. And that helps thicken up the bed a little bit. So, yeah, that should be a pretty good one. Again, be patient, because a couple of years are going to have to go by. So I've got my old T-post driver, and this soil's pretty loose, so it's not much effort. I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of this, sitting around watching me do a fencing, but I'll show you the highlights here of pounding in 6 posts. And, that should be enough to keep this area secure. Deer could hop over this, but it's only an 8x8 again, so I don't know if a deer would be confident to jump into that confined of a space, but who knows, we'll find out. I did have a big doe right next door again that just scared it out. So, yeah, and there's other deer I'll show you here later in the video that there's a little resident herd that's living across the street. So, yeah, I do have to be mindful, because they're there, and we'll see. I haven't had any crop damage from the deer up to this point, but, the more vegetables I put into this garden, I'm sure the deer are going to finally figure it out that this is a better place to come and eat, and then I'll have to maybe put up some motion sensor lights or things like that, try to keep them out. I still have the raccoon issue. There is, I think, 1, maybe 2 that are still coming in the garage. I had at least 5 at one point, so I think the problem has gotten less. But yeah, the neighbor said they had some raccoon footprints in their pasture, so he's going to put some traps out. He doesn't own any cats. I've got too many cats over here, so I'll just be catching cats if I set the trap. So hopefully he'll have success and can help me get rid of that 1 or possibly 2 raccoons that are still coming out at night. I never seen them during the day, but they're definitely here. And I did see them in the garage a few times. So we've had a few come to Jesus's, and I don't want to kill them, but that may be what has to happen. Well, we'll see. But if they get into my corn, when I have that ready to harvest, I'll be upset. So, yeah, that's when vengeance will take place. But I'll wait and be patient until then. I don't want to, again, the older I get, the less I like killing things. You got to kill mice and things like that. But, I just, it's all about live and let live at this point in my life, pretty much. So, but yeah, this fencing's going in pretty quick, and I don't have quite enough to do the entire thing, but it worked out just about perfect. I've got the taller fencing to go around the outside edges, and as you see here, I'm running out of fencing, so I don't have near enough to go around and do the final side. But that is the side that has the wall block, so it's not a big deal because I have other fencing that's a little bit shorter, but it'll with that wall being up there, a couple feet, it's about perfect. It leveled up fairly decent. So, but again, I'm just putting zip ties on, and these are the UV protected zip ties. If you buy those white cheapos at the store, they don't work. They'll just break. The sun just erodes those, and I was trying to use some that I had in my car and just, to try to hook some fencing up, and they were just breaking every single one of them. So, yeah, they're definitely not UV protected, but these black ones are supposed to be, and I've had pretty good luck with them for a couple of years anyway, but nothing lasts forever, that's for sure. But, yeah, this fencing is not too hard to cut. You just got to use your snips, and those are just some tin snips I had. And, just cut it down. And, again, I am going to have a smaller section of fence, which I'll be showing you here in a second, to do that final back side. So, yeah, it was a very quick, easy process, and I was able to pull it pretty tight without any no fence stretching or anything like that. And it turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, this is definitely a little bit higher gauge wire, and it's getting down to the end too, so it's a little hard to pull it off the roll there. But yeah, that helps me make it more tight. So it all worked out. That middle T-post, I need to pound that down a couple more swings. It's a taller T-post. I didn't notice it when I was doing the fence. I didn't notice till I was watching the video to edit this. So I'll get the driver back out and pound that middle one down a couple more inches there. But yeah, very simple, and it turned out looking pretty nice. And again, it is windy down here, and asparagus ferns tend to flop over anyway and kind of make a mess. And this way, they'll all stay contained in this cage. And you see at the bottom there, the animals can still get in there. The cats can. So if there's any mice or any issues that they run in there, the cats can still chase them, and they're not going to do. The cats aren't going to do any major damage to this asparagus bed. Although they'll leave their nuggets in there, I'm sure. But yeah, it was a pretty quick little process and project, and didn't take too long. Again, this is just one of the many projects that I've done recently, and I haven't had a video out for a couple weeks, but I've got lots of content because I've been, when I've been down there, I've just been working, so I've got lots to show you. But yeah, all the weeds and everything that I always prune out goes to the chickens, and you just see there's the 3 new ones. You don't see any sign of my old ones because they're still kind of separated. But yeah, they're these new ones are ruled the roost, and they're keeping the other ones out of there. But there you go. Nice little fenced-in area, and again, I'll put more edging in, and it's not very level, so yeah, sooner or later I'll get into doing this. I'm just kind of at this point in my life, just kind of get out and I think I'm going to do one thing, and then I end up getting squirreled into another project. But yeah, I'm happy I got this one done, and it looks pretty good, and I think it's going to do the job. And hopefully in a couple of years I'll be able to have some harvestable asparagus and to enjoy. And the bed should last 25, 30 years. I don't think I'll last that long, but somebody will enjoy them, hopefully in the future after I've left this earth. But yeah, I'm excited. They're doing good, and yeah, it even looks good from the deck. There's kind of a look from the, I took a kind of a panorama view here, and there's the garden. There's the spring garden. That's looking pretty good. And here's the resident herd of deer that they're coming out during the day. They're not even afraid. So I've seen them pretty much every day, and they're staring at me from across the fence. So yeah, these deer are potential to get in the garden and to ruin all my efforts, but I enjoy them, and if that happens, I'll just swear a little bit, and then I'll start over. And again, I'm really enjoying having the wildlife here. So anyway, well, thanks for watching this video. I am getting very close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you could help me out and hit that subscribe button, I'd sure appreciate it. Got a lot more content coming your way. I'm going to do a few videos this weekend, and I'll have them scheduled out for this week, I hope. So we'll see how time allows, because I do have projects in Salt Lake that I got to get done, and when you have a couple houses, you got to make sure you take care of all the yards. So anyway, well, thanks for watching, and I appreciate you. Thank you.